Hi there, it's Pastor John here. I am so glad to see you. I'm outside and it's green. There's green everywhere. It is amazing. And I'm out here to talk about why there's green. Well, you know why there's green, because there's water and things are growing. But you know, in this season of the church year, it's our green season where we actually have green on the altar and we've got the color green in the church, and it's all about talking about growing, about growth, about how you and I as God's children keep growing day in and day out. Today's gospel lesson has Jesus calling the disciples. And you know, they didn't start off with just they messed up all the time. They stumbled, but they kept growing as God walked with them and followed them and called them to follow Him. It's an amazing thing. And you and I, when we see the color green in the church here, we can be reminded that God is asking and calling and helping and leading us to grow. That sometimes we grow this way, or sometimes we grow in our minds, and then always we're growing in our hearts as we see our neighbor and we reach out and we love as God loves us. We are called to grow every single day in that love. The beautiful part is that God's love for us is infinite, meaning that I can't even reach. You know, sometimes we say, I love you this much. I can't reach that far because God's arms are around us and God says, I love you. And then that's because of that, we can grow, and we can then grow with our love with the neighbors. Yeah. So when I see the green, well, it reminds me, see these trees? Here, I'm going to move this up here just a little bit. See those trees? They didn't start off as big as that. At one point, they were tiny, tiny little seedlings, and they were planted and they grew big. Well, God works in our hearts that way as well. Yeah. Well, anyway, thanks for coming by. Thanks for stopping by. I'll see you next week. It was so good to see you today. Bye-bye.